Hello, I'm Neil. Welcome to Grandpa's Workshop. I'd like to give a big thank you to all my subscribers. And this week I'm taking a second look at this, my Ac370wl Craft Ac370wl wood turning lathe. I'm going to give you my opinions on this machine and show you a couple of little problems I've been having with it. Right, so the first problem I've been having is with this Banjo. Under here there's a nut and it keeps coming loose. So when I want to tighten the Banjo, nope, it won't do it. So I keep having to nip this nut back up. The second one is the speed control. I looked online at the Ac370 site and there were comments about how you should be able to adjust it back down to a lower speed while in the off position, but I can't. But I don't find that too big a problem. I find the Banjo problem a more annoyance than this, because all I do with this while it's running, I just turn it down while it's running. Right, I've removed the Banjo and it's this nut that keeps coming loose. I can see by looking at it there's quite a lot of oil on here, so what I'm going to do is clean some of it off. And clean it off the threads best I can. Now ideally I'd be using something like Loctite or something on the threads to try and stop it coming undone, but at the minute I don't have anything apart from some plumber's tape. So what I'm going to try and do is wrap some of this round to try and make it a little bit thicker for the nut on the threads to grip to. And hopefully it'll stop this nut vibrating loose. Right, now I can slide the Banjo and I can lock the Banjo. Perfect. Alright, so this is it, the Ac370 Craft Ac370wl. And what can I say apart from the two niggly little problems I've had with the Banjo and the speed control? It works really well. Of course I haven't got anything to compare it to because it's the first lathe I've used, it's the first lathe I've owned. But in my opinion, it works really well. It's got loads of power, it's got great capacity for turning longer and bigger items. And I think it's great. I can't fault it. It works really well. Now wood turning, it is expensive when you buy a lathe and then you start buying the chokes and chisels and tools. It is an expensive hobby, but I think it's worth it. I'm really enjoying it. It does make a lot of mess, but 5 minutes with shop vac and it's cleaned up. If you're interested in getting into wood turning, I recommend you do it. As I said, it's really enjoyable. Right, before I end this video, I just want to ask if there's anybody out there who knows anything about button jaws, because I'd like to buy a set for the lathe. And when I looked on the Ac370 site, it says that the SK100 chuck on this lathe, you can't use button jaws because the motor sticks out. Now, my understanding is that you take these jaws off and bolt the button jaws in place. But if I put a straight edge on the face of the chuck between the jaws, it clears the motor, and I'd say it was about 5, maybe 6mm clearance. So if anybody knows whether I can actually use the button jaws on this machine, I'd appreciate it if you could let me know in the comment section. Other than that, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks for watching.